The New York Knicks are back in the Eastern Conference Finals after 25 years of waiting. They took down the defending champs, the Boston Celtics, in a 6-game slugfest that had the basketball world on its feet. This team is full of fight, grit, and New York is ready to explode. The Knicks entered the 2025 playoffs as the number 3 seed, battle-tested after a first-round war with the Pistons. But facing the number 2 seed, Celtics, coming off a NBA championship, and the winners of 4 straight regular season matchups, that was a whole new beast to face. Boston swept the Knicks in the regular season, averaging a crushing 130.2 points per 100 possessions. The odds were stacked heavily against New York, but these Knicks, they thrive on proving doubters wrong. Game 1 in Boston set the tone. Down by 20 points in the third quarter, the Knicks clawed back with a 38-17 run to steal the 91-90 victory. Jalen Brunson, the heart of this team, struggled early but dropped 9 of his 17 points in the fourth, while Mikal Bridges locked down Tatum for a game-clinching stop. The Knicks held Boston to a measly 36.2% from the field and 25% from the three. New York was on the mat. Game 2 was a bit deja vu. The Knicks unleashed another miracle comeback to take a 2-0 lead. Bridges, scoreless through 3 quarters, erupted for 14 points in the fourth, including another dagger defensive play on Tatum, who shot a dismal 5 for 19. Brunson sealed it with the clutch free throws, and New York became the first team in NBA history to pull off consecutive 20-point comeback wins in the playoffs. The Garden was ready to erupt. Boston struck back in Game 3, dominating 115-93 at MSG. The Celtics shot 22 of 49 from deep, led by Derek White's 34 points. Brunson and Bridges combined for 5 of 26 shooting, and New York's offense sputtered, scoring only 101.4 points per 100 possessions. Their worst 3-game stretch of the season. The champs weren't going down easy. Game 4 was a turning point back at MSG. The Knicks flipped the script with a 121-113 win to take the 3-1 lead over the defending champs. Brunson was a maestro, dropping 39 points and 12 assists, including 26 points in the second half on 10 of 17 shooting. Cat added 23 points, 17 rebounds, while OG and Bridges each chipped in 20 plus. New York shot 73% in the paint, turning a 14-point deficit into a 9-point lead. A late blow, Boston's Jason Tatum suffered a right leg injury, leaving his status uncertain, making him unavailable for the rest of the playoffs. The Celtics, even without Tatum, showed championship grit in Game 5, routing New York 127-102 in Boston. Jaylen Brown's 26 points, 12 assists, and Derek White, 34 points, led a 22 of 49 3-point barrage. The Knicks shot just 35.8% from the field, and Brunson fouled out early, dropping 5 fouls in the third quarter. Despite the loss, New York still led 3-2 with a chance to close it out at home. The series point differential, a shocking -30 for the Knicks, proving every win was a dogfight. Game 6 was a masterpiece. On May 16th, the Knicks obliterated Boston 119-81, their largest playoff win in franchise history. Brunson delivered 23 points and 6 assists. OG matched him with 23 points and 9 rebounds, while Bridges dropped 22 points. Towns owned the paint with 21 points and 12 rebounds, and Josh Hart made history with the Knicks' first playoff triple-double since 1972. The Garden sang goodbye to the Celtics, and New York punched their ticket to the ECF. Let's talk numbers. Jalen Brunson, a playoff legend, averaged 26 points and 7 assists over the series, with a 39-point explosion in Game 4. Karl Anthony Towns, in his first playoff run with New York, averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds, dominating the glass. Mikal Bridges stepped up with 18 points per game, including clutch fourth quarter heroics. OG Anunoby averaged 16 points while shooting 50% from the field, while Josh Hart's hustle, 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists per game ignited the team. The Knicks outscored Boston 64-32 in the paint in Game 4 and held them to only 90 points or less in Games 1 or 2. A feature only one other team has achieved against Boston all season. This series wasn't all about stats, it was about heart. The Knicks overcame 20-point deficits, silenced the defending champs, and brought playoff basketball back to New York. Knicks legend Walt Frazier courtside for Game 6 watched Brunson join him as the only players with 300-plus points in 3 separate playoff runs. Christian Porzingis, a former Knick, now Celtic, called the Knicks fans unbelievable, and the city's energy was undeniable. Now the Knicks face the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals starting this Wednesday, May 21st at 8 p.m. It's a rematch of last year's second-round loss, but this New York squad led by Brunson's clutch gene and Towns' dominance is different. Can they take the next step and bring a championship back to the Big Apple? Yo, Knicks fans, the Garden is rocking and the city is alive. Drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and tell us in the comments who's your MVP of the season. Jalen Brunson, Cat, or the whole damn squad? Let's keep that energy high. New York's headed to the ECF. Let's go Knicks, baby.